Most people think they need heavy weights and grueling gym sessions to fix their posture and stop chronic back pain. They believe that if they aren't sweating under a heavy barbell, they aren't building real strength training foundations. But after looking at the research on how our back muscles work, I realized the opposite is true. We have been told that more is better and that complex movements are the key to a better body. But what if the secret to pain-free movement isn't intensity, it's consistent, intentional activation? I decided to put my opposing theory to the test. I did glute bridges every single day for 100 days. At the start, I expected a minor change at best, maybe a little more firmness. But by the end, the results were a complete contradiction to everything I believed about functional fitness. This wasn't just about a single muscle. It was about how my entire body operated as a single unit. On day one, I felt almost nothing. I lay on the floor, lifted my hips toward the ceiling, and honestly wondered how this could possibly matter. It felt underwhelming. My glutes would not fire, my hamstrings immediately took over, and my lower back started to tighten. And that is the common struggle. Most of us have completely forgotten how to use our glutes because we spend our lives sitting in chairs. The conflict here is that your body wants to take the path of least resistance. If your glutes are asleep, your lower back will do the work for them. But this is where most people quit. They think the exercise isn't working, but the reality is that they are just doing it wrong. I had to pass the grandma test of simplicity. I stopped trying to lift my hips as high as possible. I focused on control. I focused on a gentle squeeze at the top of every single repetition. By day 3, I felt it, but not where I expected. My glutes were finally waking up, but my hips felt incredibly sore. However, my lower back felt an odd sense of relief for the first time in years. I realized how unstable my pelvis actually was. I had to slow the repetition speed down even further. I started pausing for 3 seconds at the top of every movement. I had to breathe and let my body relearn how to extend the hips without involving the spine. By day 7, the first real shift occurred. My glutes finally started engaging before my lower back. Standing up from a chair felt different. Sitting for long periods felt less compressed. I noticed something subtle. My posture was improving without me even trying. My pelvis felt stacked and balanced. This is when the exercise stopped being a chore and started feeling necessary. By day 14, it was time to build true consistency. I increased the volume of my daily exercise, but I did not increase my ego. I stayed at 20 to 30 slow, intentional repetitions. I started craving the movement. It became a reset button for my spine. Many people notice their back pain disappears here, but it isn't because the back got stronger, it's because the back finally stopped doing the glutes job. But as good as the first 30 days felt, they were nothing compared to the total body realignment that hit at day 50, which I'll show you in a moment. But first, seeing these results made me realize how much noise and hype there is in the fitness world. We are constantly sold expensive supplements and high-priced gym memberships that we don't actually need. That is exactly why I started the Daily Strength Project School community. I want to help you cut through the clutter and stop wasting money on the hype. When you join our community, I am giving away free tools to help you get started. In the resource vault, you can download the Supplement Secret Sauce Guide. This reveals the 20 essential nutrients and supplements you actually need for optimal health and fitness, so you can stop guessing. This community is a $24.95 per month membership, but I am offering it for free for the first 100 people who join. If you are one of those first 100, you will be grandfathered in free for life. You can join the community right now for free to get these downloads and start your journey with us. Link below in the description and the pinned comment. Moving into day 30 and beyond, the movement became a part of my biological identity. I didn't have to think about activating anymore, it just happened. Whether I was walking, climbing stairs, or just standing in line, my glutes were doing their job. This is what proper movement feels like. But then day 50 hit and things changed again. The biggest change wasn't just strength, it was efficiency. I started incorporating these as a walking workout warm-up. I realized that the glute bridge isn't just an exercise, it is a maintenance requirement for the human body. Think of your body like a car. If the alignment is off, the tires wear out. Most of us have tires, our joints, that are wearing out because our alignment, our pelvis, is off. By doing these bridges, I was performing a daily alignment. My full body mobility reached a level I hadn't felt since my teens. My core felt stronger and more stable. I started doing them in the morning to wake up my nervous system. I did them between long bouts of sitting to undo the damage of the desk. I did them after a low-impact cardio session to ensure my hips stayed protected, my gait felt stronger, my feet hit the ground with more purpose. Even my bodyweight exercises like the deep squat felt more stable. I wasn't wobbling at the bottom anymore. I had a foundation. Before we get into what happened during the final 50 days, I want to hear from you. Do you usually feel your lower back or your glutes more when you try to do a full body workout? Leave a quick comment below. I'd love to help you fix your form. By day 100, I reached the resolution of this experiment. I realized that we have been looking at strength building all wrong. We think about big muscles when we should be thinking about functional muscles. The glutes are the largest muscle group in the body, but they are also the most neglected. If you want pain-free movement as you age, you have to prioritize the muscles that stabilize your spine and protect your hips. This beginner-friendly routine showed me that you don't need a no-equipment workout to be complex to be effective. You just need it to be consistent. I no longer see the glute bridge as a workout I have to get through. It is a part of my daily routine, just like brushing my teeth. It is a joint-friendly way to stay active. Whether you are interested in bodyweight training or you just want to feel stronger during your daily walk, this is the missing link. The 100 days taught me that my body is a reflection of my habits, not my intensities. You don't get a healthy spine from one massive workout. You get it from 100 days of small, intentional repetitions. You can do this at home. You can do this right now on your living room floor. There is no excuse for not moving. Your movement is your medicine. If you use it daily, your body will reward you with years of health and mobility. To wrap this up, if you are struggling with feeling stiff, weak, or old, start here. Don't worry about the strength exercises you see the pros doing. Focus on the bridge. Focus on the squat mobility that comes from having active glutes. If you are a beginner, start with 10 repetitions. If you are advanced, do 50, but do them slowly, do them with intention, focus on consistency and progress. I felt weak, but I kept going. I felt sore, but I slowed down. I felt bored, but I stayed consistent. That tension is where the growth happens. If you found this helpful and you want more deep dives into how to build a body that lasts, please subscribe to the channel. I'm here to help you move better every single day. Now that you know how to wake up your glutes, you need to know how to move the rest of your body. Click the next video on the screen and continue your mobility and health journey.